Hey guys, Jesse here, and welcome back to my Star Wars Rebels reaction series. Today we're going to be moving on to Season 2, Episode 20. So on last episode, we had droids. It was a droid episode. It was fun enough. I wasn't really expecting character development for Chopper, but it was there. I think last episode was one of the more weaker ones, at least from recent memory. Like, I was excited for Force stuff, Malachor, maybe Agent Kallus, because we haven't seen him since his bonding episode with Zeb, but nope. Chopper. That isn't to say I hated the episode, I just feel like it was just kind of there. But I am excited to keep going just to see if this episode follows more of the more interesting plot threads that have been laid out in the last couple of episodes. So let's go ahead and jump in.
You know that's my move. I steal from the best.
But really training after the Inquisitor fights. They gotta get better if they're gonna try to feed him.
Gotcha. And I got you. Tied again? There's no such thing as a tie. You lose, you die. Yeah, and you win by killing an Inquisitor. No, you win by surviving.
You two are getting pretty good.
Getting? Are you saying we weren't good before?
He's so angry and tiny.
Hey!
Ah,
You never turn your back on an enemy.
you're not the enemy though!
Okay, but since when are you my enemy?
He's real upset after the temple, isn't he? Or I guess he's just trying to prepare Ezra for whatever happens. This is an interesting location.
I thought you'd be more excited about our new base. You finally have a place to call home.
Trust me, Hera, I'm excited. This is my excited face.
Yeah, very nice.
This planet may be hot, dry, and unpleasant. But at least there's nothing trying to kill us.
Yet. Now something's gonna try to kill him because, you know, that's how it happens. Oh, poor random person. You're definitely getting eaten by something.
Hey! Get away from that! What are you guys doing over there?
Clearly they're scared of something!
What's wrong? Did something frighten you?
Oh god, that's a lot of eyes. Not a fan of that.
Ships, pilots, a base.
Everything you need.
Except you and Ezra. So, when do you leave?
As soon as Ahsoka gets back.
Well, before you go to Malachor, maybe deal with this giant
She's on the north face. We
Desert.
Check on her.
spider things.
Zeb?
Oh god, did you leave them all alone?
Ow! Hey, do you know where Zeb is? Yeah, do you know where he went?
Trust the snails. They know something.
Hey, Ezra. Just getting a fresh air and privacy. Pull up a car.
Oh, the old Star Wars poster. Like, that's definitely a reference to
Gonna be leaving
old
soon.
concept art.
Kanan and me.
Yeah, I figured.
Also, what's this electric guitar he's listening to?
Yeah, I don't know when we'll be back. Or if we'll be back.
Hey, bad luck to talk like that. We'll be back. Of course, we'll probably have toppled the Empire by then. We can swap war stories.
It's a deal.
Zeb does feel like a classic rock kind of guy. Like the music that every dad listens to.
Looks like whatever
Yeah,
happened
she's super dead.
right after she placed that sensor.
Oh, are these mouths like egg
Someone
sacs?
else is here.
Or something else. Behind you!
Oh god, they're gross. They're kind of like those spiders that were on the ice planet in The Mandalorian. Well, I guess those spiders were like these ones, I guess. Did they kidnap Rex? God damn it! Unhand that clone! I love him. They don't like the frequency.
What are you waiting for? Come on!
Yeah, they don't like the frequency. Kind of like,
Rex,
why can I not think of the
Those creatures
movie?
took him.
A Quiet Place.
They got
Yeah.
Dicer too.
It's kind of like the creatures in A Quiet Place.
I'll guard the ship.
We need you, Zeb. Chopper, stay here and keep the ghost
Not a fan
ready
of
for
spiders,
takeoff.
Zeb?
More than 2 legs is just excessive.
stay sharp and stick together.
They have tough armor. Aim for the eyes.
Oh, that's an egg sac. Those are definitely egg sacs.
We need to split up.
No!
Go with Hera.
Don't split the party!
Ezra?
Never split the party! You just entered the horror movie genre!
A Jedi on each team.
We've got to get used to not having them around.
Well, that's just sad. They're not aggressive.
Let me try to connect with it.
I don't think so.
Trust me, I got this.
Do you? I mean, your powers have grown a lot when it comes with connecting to other creatures with the Force.
Hey! Maybe I should teach you more common sense.
I had common sense before you started teaching me.
We can argue about this later. Come on!
You always change the subject when I start winning.
That's just a parent thing. If you start winning an argument with your dad or mom, they immediately change the subject. Eggs.
Are those eggs?
Could really use a hand over here.
Rex!
Those are legs.
I'm at the neighbors. I don't care for them.
Be careful. This is how you get a face hugger. Absolutely not. I don't even have a phobia for spiders. But fuck that. No.
This whole place is infested.
Maybe this base isn't so perfect after all.
I'm not giving up without a fight. Hang on!
Hera, get us out of here.
Ah, it's no good. I'm at full power. Ah, they must have glued us down.
Well, we're safe in here, right?
No. From past experience, or I guess future experience with these creatures, no. They will fuck up your ship.
It's not working. Hit him again!
No. If we drain too much power, we won't be able to lift off.
I hate to break it to you, but we're not going anywhere.
We have to go outside and cut the ship free.
Fat chance surviving that.
Well, you're not gonna survive if you stay here, buddy.
That's great, Zeb. I'm gonna get eaten, the last Jedi in the galaxy chomped up by some crawlers because you were too afraid to go outside.
We're missing something. Why didn't these things attack us before?
Sensor marker. That's it. Kanan, I think I know why they didn't attack the base. Look, see that marker? When I was looking for Dicer out there, the creatures wouldn't come anywhere close.
They don't like the markers. And the base is surrounded by them.
If we can get it, we can use it to hold them off while we clear the ship.
Only problem is, how do we get to it?
We've got a breach. They're coming in the airlock.
Ow!
I'll hold them
No!
here. Get
No!
out and cut the ship.
No!
All right, Zeb, you and Hera out front laying cover fire. Sabine, you're on the ramp. Kanan, you're with me.
What am I doing on the ramp?
Kanan and I are gonna throw you over to the sensor.
Oh, yeet that Mandalorian.
Times like these, I really wish I had a jetpack.
Yeah. Maybe one day.
3.
Overshoot! Overshoot! Man, you overshot that! Come on, Rex! Old man strength! You've survived get much worse than this.
Now, Chopper.
I'd be so pissed. Kick off it, kick off it. Well, once you're near it, you're safe. Now back up, back up, back up. Come on. Come on, girl.
Guess we should inform Commander Sato our site might not work out.
No, it took everything we had just to find this place. I'm not ready to give it up.
We're not going to. The rebellion needs this base, and we're gonna do whatever it takes to keep it.
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
Why do I feel like this is more than, like, she's letting on?
I think your fence is gonna hold.
You'd better go talk to Hera.
Why? What's wrong?
Yeah.
Kanan, wake up. She might agree with your mission, but you're still walking out and taking Ezra with you.
She's gonna miss you. You idiot. She likes you.
Hera.
I told the commander the site is secure and operations can resume.
We're gonna be okay. You know that, right?
You realize I know when you're lying, right? Whatever you're facing, I wanted us to face it together.
We'll see each other again. I promise.
Oh. Thought that was gonna be a kiss. Was not a kiss. An owl? Oh, Ahsoka.
Ahsoka?
I see the base is coming along nicely.
Yeah, these creatures almost ruined it though.
Almost 8 Rex.
No matter what I do, I can't seem to connect with them.
My experience. Just when you think you understand the Force, you find out how little you actually know.
No, that's super
I don't
vague.
think I ever understood the Force to begin with.
Just like a Jedi.
We should get going.
What the fuck does that mean? So that's my reaction to Season 2, Episode 20, The Mystery of Chopper Base. Is this place called Chopper Base? Because that's very sweet that the Rebellion would name the base after Chopper, who kind of found it. At least he found the droid who found it. Yeah, this episode feels like the last hurrah before we get into whatever comes next. Malachor and Sith and the Inquisitors and Vader and everything. This almost feels like everyone's saying goodbye without anyone actually saying goodbye. That's the thing, is now I'm kind of worried because Kanan said, don't worry, we'll be back, we'll be fine. And this show, every time someone says it'll be fine, it's never fine. Kind of like whenever they say, hey, I'll be right behind you, I'll meet you at the ship. They never meet them at the ship. But yeah, we have our new base of operations. I hope that we actually stick around this planet. I don't know what it's called, but whatever this planet is. And have kind of a base of operations. Because we have our moving base of operations with the Ghost, but we've never stayed on the same planet for more than an episode mostly. Like, we had a base of operations with Lothal, which I really liked as kind of almost a hub planet where you'd kind of fly off to. But obviously they made a little too much noise on Lothal, so they can't exactly go back there. And especially after that temple is found, we're not going back to Lothal anytime soon. So yeah, to have an actual base of operations would be nice. Who knew an episode surrounding a bunch of spider creatures would have so much heart to it? And Kanan continues to be kind of an idiot when it comes to Hera sometimes. He has a tendency to say the wrong things to Hera. We saw that with the episode with her dad when he was just like, oh, you remind me a lot of your father. Like, that was not the right thing to say to him at that time. And again, with this, like, he Like, him not understanding why she was upset. Like, she understands the mission. She just doesn't want you to leave for personal reasons, dumbass. 'Cause she likes you. And I wanted them to kiss at the end, but they just hugged. Which, part of me is just like, yeah, that's really sweet. Because, like, you know, most of the time, whenever someone's upset, making out with them is not a great way to comfort them. So emotionally, hugging, probably the better thing. But I want them to kiss. Just one kiss. Like, I don't care about any of the other romances in this show. Because there's not really any more romances in the show. Which I kind of appreciate. Because shows have a tendency to force romances between any boy and girl that interact. Obviously, Ezra had the crush on Sabine, but that's kind of been dropped as Ezra's kind of come into his own. And Sabine is still not shown any, and I mean any, interest in that. But Hera and Kanan are like, it's so nice. I love their relationship, because they are the mom and dad of the group. And they're very different personalities, and they butt heads, and they do bicker. And that's nice that they both have strong personalities on their own, but it also makes them cute together. Because they do work well together when they're not fighting over petty stuff. And it never gets in the way of the mission, which is also really nice. And I want them to kiss. But I have a feeling it's not going to be until a while, because shows just love to keep me hanging. We can't have nice things. It's also interesting to see Kanan's fear, especially when it comes to Ezra, kind of showing during this episode. Because we kind of moved away from that. Because it's been a while since we've seen any training between Kanan and Ezra. And I think it's really telling that we got this right after Kanan had his little Force talk with the Grand Inquisitor. Yeah, I think it's really telling that right after that we got this episode and him trying really hard to train Ezra, because he knows that he's not going to be around for Ezra forever. So he's just like, okay, I gotta train him as best I can in as short span of time as possible. And I think he's just trying to crunch as much as he can before Malachor. And that makes me believe that he doesn't think he's coming back from Malachor, because, one, apparently he was lying to Hera when he said, we'll come back, it'll be fine. She said, I know when you're lying. So that means he doesn't think he's coming back. Because obviously I think he's training Ezra for if he dies on this trip. Which is a whole other thing to unpack. I don't know if I should be worried that he's not coming back. Because if he thought he was coming back and he said, oh, we'll be fine, we'll be back, and he actually meant it, I'd be more worried, because dramatic irony. But since he doesn't think he's coming back, I think he will, it's just something bad's going to happen. Or maybe it means that Ezra isn't going to come back. Do I think Ezra's going to die? No. He's kind of what you could call our main protagonist. I don't think this show has a clear protagonist, but Ezra is kind of our viewer character. He's the one who asks questions. He's the one who kind of is our viewpoint character in this show. So if he doesn't come back, I don't think it would be like he died. It'd be like something bad happened. And wow, that's some really ominous thunder for right after I said Ezra wasn't going to die. Trying to tell me something? But obviously something bad's going to happen on Malachor. I think too many people have really bad feelings about it for it to go smoothly. Yeah, just something bad's gonna happen. I am wondering about that owl creature, though, because Ezra's whole thing in this episode was him trying to connect with the spider creatures, not being able to, and realizing there's more to the Force than what he already knew. And then it focused on a weird owl creature. And I don't entirely know what that means. But I'm going to be keeping an eye out for that strange owl creature. It was also the last thing of the episode, so it makes me think that, hey, this is important. But yeah, speaking of Ezra's abilities, I wonder if he wasn't... Because I have a feeling it wasn't about Ezra's strength, why he couldn't connect to the creatures. Because if he couldn't connect to the creatures, I don't know, I feel like it wouldn't have played the way it did. That it wouldn't be just a mystery of the Force. It would just be like, hey, you need more training. Is this like a way of saying that some creatures just you cannot connect with? Because that's kind of my takeaway, is that you can't be friends with everyone. Some creatures and some people you can inherently not make a connection with. Because Ezra always tries his best to make a connection with creatures or people or what have you. And I think this is the beginning of a lesson that maybe you shouldn't do that. Because when you make that connection in the Force, you also give a part of yourself. It's a two-way street. And I think this is the beginning of telling Ezra, hey, sometimes you gotta not do that. Not everything wants to be your friend, and not everything has your best interest in heart, and not everything is secretly good on the inside. You just have to get through the rough exterior. Or maybe I'm looking too much into it, but it feels like there's something there. And I feel like it's going to be something that you can point out in a later episode of, oh, that's what that meant. At the very least, it feels like something I should keep my eye on, kind of like the owl. It feels like that is important, and I don't know why yet, but it is. For an episode that's about giant spiders, there's a lot of interpersonal character moments. Interesting. But the spiders, fuck those. I actually like spiders. At least, the ones I know that aren't going to kill me. I'm not afraid of spiders. I like tarantulas. I think they're actually kind of cute. But nah, that's just... no. Like, I agree with Zeb in this episode. Those things lean less towards spiders and more early forms of xenomorphs. And poor Rex, he, got kidnapped by those. And then he was, all in the legs. And I was having flashbacks to The Mist, where there was these interdimensional spiders that laid eggs in people, and I was just not having a good time. Because those things spit acid, and a guy's back opened up and a bunch of them fell out, and I was just thinking about that the entire time, and I didn't want that for Rex. But he was fine. And yeah, I don't know why that movie came to mind. Maybe it's because Sam Witwer, Darth Maul's voice actor, was in that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the design for those spiders are the same that were in The Mandalorian. And I think that's a fun inclusion. Obviously, Dave Filoni works on both projects and would definitely put hints to his own works in The Mandalorian. The same way he puts D. Bradley Baker in anything he does. But yeah, in any media that they appear in, not a fan. But, God, that makes me think, what else lives here? If we're going to have our base on here for who knows how long, what else lives on this planet? So that's my reaction to Season 2, Episode 20 of Star Wars Rebels, The Mystery of Chopper Base. So thank you so much for watching, and if you like this reaction, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel and keeps me motivated to keep making more of these. So thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time. Bye.